If you've been sending email campaigns hoping to get listing leads, you're wasting your time. Now you're probably asking yourself, why should you listen to this young handsome man on the screen right now? It's because for the past few years I've been working with this exact system that has helped clients we've worked with generate over 15 million in revenue. 15 million being in revenue for everything, right? This is not going to make you a millionaire, quadbillionaire, or whatever, but it is going to give you good structure to move into what you're already doing now. Email marketing, as most agents use it, doesn't work for getting more listings. It's not because email is dead, but it's because the way agents use it is completely twisted. But in this video, I'm going to be explaining to you why it fails, what you should be doing instead, and how to keep your leads more organized with a simple system that you can keep them warm, organized, and ready to close at the right time. Okay, so let's look into why email doesn't work the way agents use it, right? So I did a little bit of a presentation here so that you can just have visuals at the same time when I'm speaking to you. This way you don't get lost. This is how most emails are sent by agents. This is how most agents use email. Either they use it in two different ways, right? Either they're blasting a cold list of random contacts with market updates that nobody asked for, right? Nobody's asking for these things. Most people don't even open them. This is why it's not the most optimal way to go. Or sending generic newsletters to past clients who aren't planning to move anything soon, right? There's no point to that. There's no point in contacting people that are not interested or just aren't in the position to do what you want them to do, which is sell or buy, whatever you're trying to get people to do, right? The core problem, email only works when the person on the other end is actually in the market, a homeowner, or has intention of selling or buying. So this is what happens, right? So they open it once, maybe they read it, maybe they don't. Then you get ignored, then some people unsubscribe, then some people delete the emails, right? This is also an easy way to fall into spam, right? And we don't want to do that. First of all, this is more the technical stuff, the backhand stuff, but there's a lot of deliverability problems when you do this, a lot of spam folders that you hit, and once your email starts hitting spam folders, well, then you're basically screwed, right? There's a big distinction that we have to make between having leads in a contact and just sending them random newsletters or actually nurturing a lead. Those are two completely different jobs. And most agents just stay in this first setting where they just send blasts to people that don't actually care about what you're sending, right? So your list not in the market, right? Email marketing is not a lead generation tool for listings, it's a nurture tool. This is the most important thing you should take out of here, right? I want you guys to watch this video, right? Even if you don't want to do anything that I'm saying, that's fine, that's completely okay. But if you watch this video, you can at least take the little things that you found out in here, right? Implement them into your business and maybe see like 2x in growth or anything like that, right? Just if you're using email right now to try and get listings, it might be working, right? One or two people coming in, but that's not an efficient way to do things. It's more of a nurture tool. Now, what do we mean by nurture, right? Nurture is someone that has already come in, and now you're just feeding them a little bit more so that they can know more about, number one, your agency, and they can know more about you, right? So this is why you nurture them. You give them as much information that you can to possibly make them become potential clients or even become actual clients, right? So there's two different jobs that we said this before, but that email is used for by agents, which is wrong, by the way. So the first one is as lead generation, creating demand from people who don't know you yet and aren't actively thinking about selling. I want you guys to think about it this way. There's no point in sending an email to someone that does not know you and that you don't know if they're willing to sell the house, if they can, if they want to, and all those things. There's too much uncertainty into sending email to random people. Again, maybe you're saying, okay, you bought this list and this list comes from potential people that are selling or etc, 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 but they still don't know you though. There's no reason for them to come and be with you and work with you if they don't know you. This is the most important thing. See, there's a lot of people that are going to be wasting time sending emails to people that don't care, don't know you, and don't want to work with you. That's just a waste of time. and it's hurting your business because you're also going to be falling into, again, like I said before, spam, deliverability problems, and all that. That's a whole other issue. Now, this is how emails should be used as lead nurturing, staying top of mind with people who already shown interest. So your first call, when they're ready, doesn't seem like you're bothering them, right? Emailing someone who clicked an ad, warm, relevant, and you feel welcomed. I actually have a story that I'm going to input in here. I was running emails not too long ago, right? I was running an email campaign to real estate agents, right? And when I was retargeting people that already opted into my ad, I had significantly more replies than to a cold audience, which just makes more sense. I'm not saying that you can't contact cold audiences, right? But what I'm saying is you need to do it logically. It will obviously make more sense to send emails to people that have opted in, that have maybe left an email, right? That have maybe subscribed to the email list, things like that. It's more logical to go down that road. But now you could be asking me like, okay, I want to do that, but how do you actually like get people that know you and then you can start sending them emails? Well, that's the simple thing, right? So there's 3 channels that actually generate listing leads. These are the leads that you want. These are people that you want them to want you, right? So target by paid ads, target by cold outreach, or referrals, right? So we all know what referrals means, right? Basically, someone, you work with someone, they love what you're doing, they refer your business to somebody else. Pretty straightforward, everything's good. Now, cold outreach, right? Cold outreach, I'd say this one is a little bit, it's more difficult of the 3, right? But cold outreach could be SMS, emails. Emails can be a form of outreach, but I think it's bad in the real estate niche, only because you never actually know if the people are going to want to work with you. Real estate is more of a thing where people will work with you only if they know you. If they know your business, if they know that you're good at what you do, you can't expect to send a cold email to someone and they respond and now you're working with them to sell their house. That makes no sense, right? So cold outreach is a way as well, but then we have paid ads, right? Paid ads, I'd say, is number 1. I mean, there's a reason why Facebook makes billions. It's because of the paid ads, right? It's number 1 in everything, in getting actual leads. Now, this is how we run our system, right, with the emails. Because again, emails, to get someone to work with you in email alone, I'm not saying it's impossible. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's highly unlikely. So this is how we do it. We use it as a nurture sequence. So we start with a personal welcome, who you are, what you do, what they can expect from you. This is important. Just opens up things, opens up a conversation, get people going. And most of the time you'll get a high reply rate because again, these people already know you, right? And you get here, I think we skipped that part a little bit, but you get here from running paid ads, right? When people run paid ads, you have like a sort of system funnel kind of where they're in paid ads, they leave information, then you're emailing them, right? So this is the best way to go than just emailing someone completely cold. That never works. Rarely works. So then in day 3, we give some more value. You send them videos, insights specific to their area, just not a generic update, right? Because nobody cares about that, honestly. Nobody cares about those things anymore. You give them some social proof, maybe a short story, or maybe content, your Instagram account, things like that. And then 14 days after, you check in, just little things like that. And then monthly neighborhood updates. And it's normal to get people that unsubscribe. This is also something that I've seen from a lot of people. But the thing is as well with people unsubscribing, I think it's good for your business because not only are you getting people that either one are not interested, so whether they stay or leave, you'd rather prefer they leave because then it's hurting your deliverability if they stay and they're not opening it anyway. Or 2 is people that already know you, they already know that, okay, I could potentially work with you, so they don't need to be in your emails anymore. they unsubscribe, right? Most people shy away from unsubscribing. They see it as a bad thing, but it honestly depends on how you want to view it. I think it could be good. Also, bad can show that, yeah, you're not really hitting the spot with your market, but yeah, right. So your CRM, right? Most people have a CRM and they don't use it. And why is this important? Because the CRM is your tracking, right? If you don't track anything, how do you know that you're actually making money? If you don't track anything, people fall out of follows up for following up or things like that. People fall out of the cracks, out of the leaks and everything like that, right? Most agents lose deals not because of their skill, but because they got busy and forgot to follow up. A CRM prevents that. Now, we're moving a little bit away from everything email, right? But you do need a CRM to make sure that the people you're contacting don't fall away, because it happens. It happens to all of us. It happens to the best of us because we're all business owners, right? That's the difference with real estate. Everybody's a business owner in real estate. So you have to be willing and ready to follow up with your clients, potential clients, leads. You have to be willing to follow up with them and make sure that they don't fall through cracks and stay uncontacted for like weeks or days. So the full system, right? The full system that actually works. So you generate. I always suggest with ads, always ads. Then you capture them. They fall into your CRM. This is what I was talking about before, the funnel. Then you nurture them. This is where the email came in, right? Nurture them with automatic sends. You could also, this is the thing with AI today, is that you could have your AI agents look into every single person that's coming in, right? Look into their pages and things like that to send them personalized messages. That's also something that is working really, really well right now. And then with the follow ups, again, in the CRM, this is the next step, the follow ups, right? Personal calls. What we do in our business, by the way, this is it was actually a study that was found. It was done by Harvard, if I'm not mistaken, and they found out that leads were, I think it was 400% more likely to work with you if they were called in the next 2 minutes of them opt-in. That's crazy, 400% more likely. So this is why we have it built in our CRM, right? And then with your sales skills, eventually close the listing. So what to not do, okay? Stop blasting cold email lists, okay? Nobody, I'm sorry to say this, nobody on a random list is waiting for your market update. Nobody on a random list is going to be like, okay, this guy, I'm going to work with him. Again, when we say nobody, we don't mean that it's going to be zero people. We mean that there's less probability of it happening, right? Pick one random lead generation channel and start. I always recommend targeted ads. Set up a CRM, right? You need this. This is your bread and butter, right? CRM, leads, everything. All of these things are essentials in your business if you want your business to function. And then use email to nurture, not to generate. Again, the whole premise of this video is use email to nurture, not generate. Now, after this pretty long, I think I'm going to cut this down actually. It's pretty long here for me. After this long presentation, right? So we help real estate agents level up their business a little bit more, add an extra 3 to 5 listings per month, per quarter. We've done, I think the biggest we've done actually was 18 listings in a quarter, right? We worked with a few people. Can't say their names, unfortunately, for the NDAs and all that stuff. But if you want to check that out, we have our website in the description, and we are offering 30 days for free, right? You work with us 30 days, you like it, you stay, you don't like it, you're like, okay, Eamon, this was mid, I'm leaving, I didn't get any money, then you can leave, right? But yeah, that's what, you can check that out in the description. And if you guys have any questions, put it down below. And I should be doing a next video on why you're losing listings to agents who are worse than you. That one's going to be fun. All right, take care.